Hey there, thanks for listening and welcome to the Marketing Matchmaker podcast. If you're looking to grow your business, increase your revenue, and scale your impact, all while staying true to who you are and the people you serve, this is the show for you. I'm Jennifer Tamborski, digital marketing strategist, fractional CMO, and founder of Virtual Marketing Experts. My team and I work with 6- and 7-figure coaches, consultants, and online entrepreneurs who are tired of playing the guru game of one-size-fits-all marketing. They're ready to create a business and marketing strategy that actually builds relationships with their ideal clients, creates massive shifts in their business, and rapidly increases their revenue. As your marketing matchmaker, I'm going to help you find the perfect marketing match for you. This show will teach you how to reach your ideal client, connect with your audience, build that perfect relationship, and generate more revenue. All through a process I like to call dating your ideal client. Now let's go have some fun. Hey there, welcome back to Marketing Matchmaker. I am super excited today. It is a glorious day here in Missouri. It's actually somewhere around 60 degrees, I think. So it seems like spring might have actually sprung, which makes me very happy. The last couple of weeks here, we have had a lot of snow, sleet, ice. My kids have actually been off of school for at least 2 days a week, I think, for the last 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, because of snow. They've gone through all of their snow days at this point, and so I am really hopeful that in the next couple of days we're going to get to see some of the trees budding and some of the flowers starting to pop up from the ground. It really does make me happy to see this change coming in this season. I actually love change, honestly. I had a friend once tell me that change is the only constant in this world, right? The one thing you can rely on is that your life, your business, the weather, whatever is going to happen is going to happen and bring about change. And so when you get comfortable with being uncomfortable or looking forward to seeing what that change will bring, it really does make change exciting instead of invoking those feelings of uncertainty or scared or anything like that. So I look forward to change every season, every year, actually, honestly, every day. See what's new, what's coming, what's going to be different today than yesterday. You see, I actually have spent the last several years on this personal growth path. I've actually kind of become a personal growth junkie a little bit. It's one of the many reasons that I love working in the coaching industry and having coaches as clients, because I get to see the change that they bring about in their audience and in their clients, and it is incredibly exciting to watch. This personal growth junkiness, is that a word? I don't know. Actually has taken me down the path to become an NLP master coach and trainer, which is a program called Neuro-Linguistics Programming, which is really all about understanding language, understanding communication, and understanding how different people process that language and that communication. Really getting into the nitty-gritty of how people are thinking and what is making them think that way, what is helping them to think that way, so that you're better able to really talk to someone from their perspective, right? The one thing that I've learned through this whole process of NLP is that it is incredibly important to understand other people's perspective. Without getting into politics and all of the things that have gone on in the last several years, just look at your social media feed and you will agree with me that so many people don't look at life from anyone's perspective but their own. In business, this happens every day. especially when you're trying to sell a product, service, or solution. Most people sell from their map of reality, from what they would want or need in order to buy. I had this conversation with a friend of mine in a mastermind not too long ago, because we were talking about, she was having some difficulty closing, new clients. And we were talking about, she's like, well, and I was giving her suggestions, and she's like, my clients kind of need a beat to think about whether or not they're ready to buy from me. So it takes a little longer. And I was like, is that really true? Or do you need a beat to buy something? Because if you need a beat to buy something, awesome. That doesn't mean that everybody does. And it doesn't mean that everybody that comes to you also needs one. By not understanding that and not communicating that with your prospective client, you are not giving them the opportunity they need to buy from you. Everybody needs something different. And it's really understanding that perspective and understanding from that perspective that you are able to really connect with and communicate with your ideal clients. I actually have 3 kids, for those of you that don't know. They are at an awesome stage, I think. They're almost adults, all 3 of them. They're 16, 17, and 19. So they're at that phase where we can actually have really great conversations. In fact, I had one last night with my middle son that lasted for, 2 hours. It was awesome. And the point of this piece of the episode is that each of my kids are incredibly different. Their personalities are so different that you honestly, if you met them individually, would not know they came from the same household, came from the same family, came from the same upbringing. Their thoughts and their feelings and how they communicate and their map of reality are so different. That's one of the things that I learned when I was going through that NLP training process, is that each of my kids, even though they grew up in the same household, saw things from a different perspective. And really understanding that helped me to learn to communicate with them in a way that they can hear. That understanding takes me even farther when it comes to my clients, right? I like to help my clients really get an understanding of their audience, right? Who is it that they want or need to buy from them? And what is it that they struggle with the most? There are a couple of things that we look at when it comes from this perspective. When a client onboards from us, we ask a lot of questions because it really can help us to help them develop a marketing strategy and or a lead magnet, or make that lead magnet better, or their messaging and their copy and all of the things that go along with their marketing in general. Really start with understanding their ideal client down to a microcosm perspective. I like to call it their micro problems, right? Your audience has micro problems. They're problems that they're not even really aware that they have, but that trigger them to do certain things, to have certain actions that have certain outcomes, right? So things like, I have a client that helps business owners scale their business. And when we were talking about the micro problems, it came down to a lot of things about mindset, right? They had imposter syndrome. They have a fear of success or a fear of failure, which really go hand in hand. They're kind of the same thing. Even though it doesn't sound like it, it actually does stem generally from the same place. So that center of fear that can be helped. And because of these things, they are not doing certain things, which is triggering a different cascade of problems that honestly, she was unaware of when we started talking about it, right? We started talking about their micro problems. What is it they're struggling with most when they start with you? What is it that you need to clean up before they're ready to get to that next level of 6 figures? And as we were talking about that, it brought a lot of awareness for her to understand that. She actually came up with a new lead magnet that could maybe help them move a little farther forward. So when they got to actually the buying point with her, they were ready to buy rather than having to be talked into buying because they were still struggling with something else. And that's what I mean by really understanding your ideal clients, because sometimes we create lead magnets or opt-ins or things, even micro courses, mini courses for our clients that they're not ready for yet. My big question to a lot of my clients is, what is it that your ideal client needs to see, hear, know, understand, or accomplish before they're ready to buy from you? They need to be at a certain point. Let's be honest. If you are a weight loss coach and you want people to hire you to lose weight, they have to be ready to do that, right? So what is it they have to understand? What is it that they have to get? What place do they have to get to before they're ready to actually work on the whole mindset of losing weight? Right? Because it is not just about weight. It's not just about diet. We all know that, right? We all know that if we eat A and we exercise, we'll lose weight. But there are underlying things that support and allow people to struggle with their weight loss. So understanding that and, giving them that messaging up front allows them to get ready to deal with whatever that underlying problem is. Having that kind of information allows your marketing to support your sales. Here's the thing. Marketing and sales are two different things. However, marketing supports sales. If you are not marketing effectively, your sales process becomes much harder, because then you're having to validate why they should buy from you rather than them coming in ready to purchase. That, my friends, is why really good, effective marketing can make growing and scaling so much easier. Really understanding where people are at to help take them where do they want to go. That's where your marketing can come in and make it super simple to grow and scale your business. And there are other things that you get to understand about your ideal audience, right? Beyond their micro problems, what is it that they need to in order to buy, right? Why do they purchase? There is always a why when it comes to buying. There is a reason people buy, whether that reason is they want to improve their image, right? Maybe if you are a weight loss coach and them fitting into those, whatever for spring or summer, or maybe they want to feel good. Maybe you're a personal trainer and you're developing a training product and it will help them to feel better every day. Maybe they want to save time or gain freedom from their job or from trading time for money type of aspect. That is an important piece to understand. What is it? Why do they want to buy? Do they need to fit in? Do they need to do something in order to fit in? Are they looking for community? Are they looking for transformation? What is it that's going to make them feel like they need to buy from you? Here's the thing. Emotion plays a huge role when it comes to the buying process. Really understanding what emotional piece needs to be filled in order for them to be ready for that next step of the buying process is super important. Your marketing should support your sales process. And if you find your sales calls are more about teaching them what they need to know or more about persuading them to purchase from you, your marketing isn't effective. Because all of those questions should be answered before they ever get on a call from you or before they ever hit a sales page from you. That, my friends, is the power of really good marketing. If you found that your sales process is not effective or is taking too long, or that you're spending all of your time justifying what you do for people or the price you charge, I'd encourage you to look at your marketing, your messaging, and your foundation first. And if you need help, we are always here. Head over to yourmarketingmatchmaker.com to schedule a free 30-minute consult. Thank you for listening to the Marketing Matchmaker podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love to hear your feedback. Please head over to iTunes and leave a review so we can hear from you. And if you are a coach, consultant, or online course creator who are looking to grow your business, increase your income, and scale your impact, connect with me at yourmarketingmatchmaker.com. I look forward to hearing from you.